Aha! There we go. I fixed it. I did it. I figured it out. I'm a genius. I have cracked the code. What did I do? I do not know. But hello, everyone. I'm sorry for being almost 30 minutes late. I got a little sidetracked. My cats were being very unhappy with the lack of attention they were getting this morning. That has now been rectified. Morale has improved. Everything is fine. I have excuses for days. I could keep going, but I will save you, and more importantly, I will save the excuses for next time that I'm late. How does that sound? Go. Literally just turned the computer on, so I don't know what's broken or not. Hopefully nothing else is gonna explode on me. That would be nice. I would like for things to go smoothly from here on out. Oh, 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 hold on. Things are breaking. Hold on. Oh god. I haven't even hit buttons yet, and we're already breaking. There we go. Okay. Nope, never mind. I saved it. I'm good. We're good. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Don't even worry about it. How's everybody doing? I hope your morning's going better than mine is. Or I guess evening for most of you on the other side of the planet there. But I hope you're doing well. I'm feeling extraordinarily lazy today. So we're just going to do some games for a bit. How's that sound? I haven't logged into Warframe in like a week. So I'm going to do a little bit of that. I'm going to hop in, do a little bit of grinding. I think that'll be fun. We'll just kind of vibe for a bit. Also, this is the first time I've had to like move Streamlabs overlay onto a second monitor, and now it looks very weird because the resolution is different, and now I'm very confused. You found a clip of you talking with someone, and I genuinely do not remember even just the existence of that person, and it was only in 2023. Oh, well, good news. The Alzheimer's is contagious. You're welcome. Eventually, you just learn to stop worrying about it. It's great because you start to meet new friends every day. On the downside, you forget where like the most basic settings are in your Steam, in your not Steam, in your stream overlay, which is less good. Yeah, I want that there. Is it this window? No. Is it this window? Is it in advance? No, it is not. The thing is, you don't recall, or you don't call with many people. Very few have that privilege, and the talk was about Twitch, so even fewer people. You feel like you should at the very least remember that there was a person at the time. What do you just remember having the conversation to yourself? Because I've had those before. I've had like a good number of those before. Though those don't even bother me at this point. Ah, there's the option. Okay. Sorry, I was just moving the chat to the other side of the window so that I can read it a little bit easier. Since we'll be using my main display instead of the tablet that I usually do. I should just get a third monitor. I should just do that. And just have like a dedicated stream monitor. I think that might be the play. We'll see. I'll see if I can go and like fish one out of a dumpster somewhere. Let me see. How do we do this? You don't remember anything of that. Okay, it's a clip from a COD lobby. Hey, you don't see why it was clipped in the first place? Extra weird. He was just loading screen. I did see it with a duo of a friend. It's not their voice. Also, don't seem to be in the call either. Oh. Extra weird then. I don't know. Maybe just like fat fingered it one day. I do that sometimes, but that's because I've got like a hyper scuffed setup. I've got one of those like fancy GeForce mice, so it's got like a bunch of like extra buttons, and I have them like mapped to my F keys. So sometimes I'll just accidentally like take a screenshot or something. It was also definitely a Discord call, not just a random lobby. Ooh, the plot thickens. There is only one clip of that person. Interesting. You have clips of like people in the game, in a game party and shit. Okay. But this is the only one of this individual. You don't use COD voice chats ever. I mean, that's probably smart, honestly. If I was playing Call of Duty, I wouldn't do that either. Oh, you just have like a mysterious confidant. They're just so mysterious that even you don't know who they are. There we go. Okay, so I got that fixed. Hold on, I'm doing a little bit of last minute tinkering. I'm getting like a ton of lag on my VTuber today. That's weird. Why is that the way that it is? Why are we feeding things through like 16 miles of like early 90s Ethernet? There we go. That's a little bit better. I don't know what I changed, but it's better now. Could have been a server too, though. So, oh, yeah. I mean, if it's just like a server, then like, who knows who you're talking to? You don't like the way that your drawings are looking? How come? What is the reason? As in my experience, understanding like the exact reasons why you don't like the way that your shit is looking is like the easiest way to start figuring out how to make it look better. Also, when you figure that out, you get to ask people for like specific advice, which means I get to rant at you for like an hour about it. You don't talk in any other servers but yours and the personal friend group one. It wouldn't have been just a random. Very mysterious. Who knows? You don't like how it looks? Think it's just your art style? Well, easiest way to solve that is just go find people's art style that you do like and just study their stuff a bunch. It's not the most exciting process, but that is how you fix that problem. Just go and find a bunch of artists that you vibe with and then just like practice doing their stuff forever. Again, like I said, not the most exciting, but that is like the quickest way to deal with that issue. Why do I keep getting mail? Who's sending me mail? How do I check the mail? Communication. Inbox. I've played this game for 2,000 hours. I should know this. Okay, it's just Barrow. Actually, hold on. What does Barrow have this week? I didn't even check. That's going to be like the first thing we do today. Let's go see Barrow. Alright, funny void man. Show me your wares. Have they fixed the controller issues on Warframe? I did not realize they had controller issues on Warframe. The last time I used a controller was... When did I break my hand? 2 months ago? 3 months ago? 16 years ago? Whenever that was? I played with a controller a couple months ago and it was working fine. I don't know if the controller issues are more recent or not, but it should be okay. I would plug it in and like test it for you, but that would break my entire sound setup, and I just spent 10 minutes fighting with the audio. So I don't really feel like doing that right now. So I hope you're okay with I hope you're okay with your number one source of Warframe news being mediocre news at best. You broke your hand? Yeah, I told you about this. You and I, we had a conversation about this when it happened. Ooh, Barrow has the Gatva. Any of y'all who play Warframe and don't have the Gatva Prime, you should get this. Everyone doesn't shut the fuck up about this gun. I have no idea what it does, but I'm gonna get it. It's cool, you can route through the PS4 controller. Yeah, it's fine. I'll just do this stream through the PS4 controller completely, and it'll be fine. Personally used controller has always been fine. Yeah, as far as I understand, everything's been good. Gatva has an Incarnon, that's why. Ah, okay, so you get like the prime stat boost in addition to the Incarnon. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, no, you should go and buy it. Because I'm gonna go buy it. You're a forgetful person. I'm also a forgetful person, so that's fine. But yeah, no, I did break my hand. Oh, actually, yeah, I guess that was like 6 months ago now. Yeah, because I broke it like 2 weeks before Christmas. Or like 2 weeks before New Year's, rather. Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah. So it's been a little while. But 6 months ago, the controller was working just fine on PC for Warframe. Anything past then, I could not tell you. Damn, there ain't shit to eat in your house. That sucks, my dude. Hopefully it's a little bit cooler today than it was yesterday for you. Go out and find some grub. Worst case scenario, you can always just chew on ice for a while. That's my poor man tip of the day. Look at the item next to the gun. It's true peak. Oh damn. We got the sweeper droid. Prime. Look at this little fella. Look at him. He's got like little bunny ears almost. Isn't that cute? That's 800 ducats though. I don't know if I want to spend 800 ducats. Apparently I don't have prime chilling grasp either. I should probably grab that one. I was doing like a ton of relics last time we were playing Warframe, so I probably have like a bunch. How does one study an art style? That is an excellent question. Oh, can you send a friend request on Warframe? You absolutely can. Here, while I go into this rant, I'll open up my profile here, because this is important. There's my in-game stuff if you want to add me, by the way. So how does one study an art style? It's really simple, and it's really boring. This is the first thing you want to do. Find an art style that you like. That's a lot of ducats. There's a lot of ducats going on. So you want to find an art style that you like, first of all. Find a person that you like. Grab a few of their artworks that you like really, really vibe with, okay? And then you're going to do 3 things with each artwork. You're going to analyze it, which takes like maybe an hour to do, depending. You don't have to do the whole thing at the time. I'm explaining this really badly. I apologize. I'm still riding my caffeine high because I downed like my entire coffee. So when you find an art piece that you really like, take like a piece of it, like a section. Like a lot of people, when they're first starting out, they usually focus in on like the eyes, because the eyes are usually like really standout parts of a person's art style. Start with that. Look at it for a while. Try and think about like a few things, like the composition. Try and think about how like they would move the pen to get like those lines, how to get those effects. Do that for like, I don't know, like 20 minutes to an hour, however much time you got. Then what you're going to do is you're going to try and replicate it. Now, you'll see online there's a bunch of different tutorials and a bunch of different like techniques that people use. The specifics don't really matter. Find what works for you. One that I really like that I've been doing a lot recently is called blind studies. So what you do after you do like the analysis phase is you get rid of the image and then you try and recreate it from memory as quickly as you can. And then once you're done, like again, do sections at a time. So like you're going to recreate somebody's eye. Once you have that eye done, bring the image back and then compare it. Compare and contrast. Think about the stuff that you thought would work. Think about like the theories you had made about like how they got these effects or how they got these certain like line weights or anything like that, and make notes. Once you've done that, rinse, repeat a couple of times. That's going to be your step 2. And then step 3 is when you start integrating it into stuff. So this is kind of the most important part, and this is the thing that I really suck at, is once you've like done the hard work in studying somebody's art, you need to integrate it into your own stuff. So go and work on a piece that's on your own and try and incorporate as many facets of their style as you can when you go into that. That's like the big 3-step process that everybody agrees on, more or less. Like the details kind of they kind of vary a little bit depending on person to person. Find what works for you. Find a way that like keeps you making shit. That's like the important bit. Because like I said, it's boring, but it works really good. Try and find ways to make it less boring for you. Pretty sure there's a cat hair in your throat. Fun times. There's always cat hair in my throat. You just get used to it. Maybe I should just stop licking my cats, though. I don't know. But yeah, no, that's my advice. If you want to copy somebody's style, that's the way you got to do it. You guys got to study, like in school. It sucks. It's boring. Like especially at first. Once you get into it, though, it kind of becomes fun. Like find things that you really, really want to draw that somebody else is really, really good at drawing. And then just like try and copy their shit. Like just fucking steal it. Trace it if you got to. Like you're just learning at this point. Like you're not sharing this shit or trying to make money or anything. So like there's no harm in it. Just like fucking figure it out. But you didn't ever study in school? Well, now is an excellent time to learn a very crucial life skill. Because unfortunately, the human mind is not very good at learning things unless you learn things. You want to pick up skills, you gotta study. You gotta find ways to integrate that shit. And with art especially, it is a slow process. So don't try and overdo it. One of the things that like really burnt me out when I was like first trying to like figure out like a structured studying process is I would try and do too much at once. So I would sit down and I would try and like recreate an entire person's artwork. And it would take me like 3 days. And I didn't learn jack. Like nothing. It was horrible. It was a complete waste of time. Do little bits. Like say like take one piece, try and like focus on like recreating their color palette. If you're doing like digital art. If you're just doing like traditional art, grab like a screenshot of somebody's art online, try and match like their line width on how they like draw eyes or like try and do like anatomy studies. Try and like draw over somebody's artwork to like try and figure out like where the skeleton would go and like how the musculature works and like how the pose is set up, like stuff like that. Do like little individual pieces and then just the rinse repeat, like go back and forth, try and recreate it from memory, try and practice it, try and understand like the decisions that that artist had to make. And then after you do that a few times, you kind of start to like figure out how the process works for you. And then at that point, you've like kind of gotten like 80% of the way, like 80% of the benefit from that study. So you can kind of move on. That's another thing is like don't like hyper fixate on one thing for too long. Cause that was another thing that I used to do is I would like follow like an artist and I'd be like, oh, I really, really like the way that this person draws like anime eyes. So I would just like hyper focus and I would learn how to draw their eyes like that. And I would do nothing but draw eyes in that one specific way for like weeks. That's not super good either. Like you want to like make yourself flexible. And after a while that sort of thing also becomes like really tedious and really boring and kind of makes you hate drawing. So don't do that either. Don't hate drawing. That's like the overarching caveat to all this advice. Do that stuff exactly how I say, unless it makes you miserable, in which case, do not listen to me. Okay? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Hmm. Okay, what was I doing? I was getting ducats. Let's go grab ducats for Barrow. Because we need a bunch. Luckily, I have a bunch of Prime stuff that I'm not using. You sort of get it? I mean, it's a process. It's a lot of back and forth. You gotta do like a lot of introspection on yourself. Find out what works for you. Who are some of your favorite artists that you've tried to recreate slash study the style of? You've always like Gendy Tartakovsky's animation. Gendy Tartakovsky. Oh my god, I cannot say that. I should really get better at that. I've got like a lot of Slavic viewers. I should learn how to do that better. But no, Gendy's really good. He does all the like Cartoon Network stuff. He's done like Samurai Jack and did he do like Powerpuff Girls? I think he was also in charge of Girls as well. I cannot talk. I'm talking too fast. I've got too much caffeine in my system. But yeah, no, this guy's great. You've like definitely seen some of his stuff. Whoop. He's got like Samurai Jack. He's like the big one. You've got like the sharp lines, like simple shapes and stuff like that. This is probably like my favorite image. You got like the emotion sheet from Samurai Jack. Sent the friend request. Awesome. I will accept that shortly. But yeah, no, this guy's really good. If you want to do like cartoon stuff, like I know a lot of people lean more towards like doing like anime aesthetic stuff, which like is totally fine. But if you want some like Western cartoon stuff, this dude right here is like the quintessential one to study. He's super cool. I still need to like sit down and do studies for him because most of my stuff leans like semi-realistic, so I don't really do a lot of that myself. Another one that I really like and the one that I study quite a bit. I'm blanking on his name. Give me 2 seconds. Is Mike Mignola. This guy here. This guy here is incredible. Love this guy's stuff. And we have like, again, like simple shapes, but like heavy black ink. You know, these massive like pitch black shadows. Like this is one that I keep coming back to study. Because like his stuff is just like incredible. Like very simplistic shapes, you know, not like crazy like rigid anatomy or anything, but just like the geometry that he uses and the way that he does like these huge like black fill inks is like super good. Not gonna lie, your speech about learning makes me want to get back into art again. Like honestly, like that's the trick. Is like a lot of people bitch and moan about like not wanting to go through the process of learning things. But like if you figure out a way to do it that you like, learning becomes like crack. Like it becomes the best thing. It becomes like the coolest thing you can do with your time. So like I genuinely mean that. Like if you can find ways to study art, if you want to do art, find ways to study music if you want to do that. Find ways like however you want to do it that's like good for you and like makes you feel energized and makes you want to do it. Like it's like a roller coaster. Like as soon as you get the momentum going, you're gone. You're just like on the track. You're doing it. Like that's why I like streaming so much. That's why I do like art streams so much. Is like that for me is energizing. That for me makes the process more fun. That for me like keeps me doing it. So that's why I keep doing it. God, you're gonna snort that graphite so hard. Hell yeah, dude. That's the mentality we need. At least it's not like the 60s where they used to make lead pencils actually out of lead. Which I don't know is actually if that's actually true. That might just be like a weird wives' tale thing. But like at least the pencils nowadays are just carbon. But yeah, no, this one here. I've studied like this snippet because this is like a bigger panel in like Mike Mignola's Hellboy comic. Which if you haven't read, by the way, go and read that shit because old school Hellboy is like S tier comic books. Like high class graphic novel shit. Like 11 out of 10. Cannot recommend enough. But like this snippet here, I've studied like so much because he does skulls weird. Like, do you see this? Like, you've got like almost like perfectly circular eye sockets. You've got like this weird like oblong mouth that doesn't even like separate the jaws at all. Like everything's very round. It's like weirdly soft. And then like the actual cloak itself is like the sharper, like almost like triangle looking shape. And then the way he does his shadows too. This is actually like a really good one. Here, hold on. 1 sec. Let me see if I can open this up and like blow it up a little bit. Because I wanna rant about this real quick. And then we'll get back. But like my favorite thing that I probably learned from Mike Mignola's work is the way that he does shadows. And like specifically the way that he does like bounce light. Because like if you see on the skull here, hold on. I kind of need a cursor for this to make any sense. Please hold. Can I do screen grab? Is this gonna work? All right, I'm gonna do this. Open this up. Yeah, there we go. Because like you see on his skull here, how like the darkest shadow isn't actually like at the edge of the object. It's like 2/3 of the way through. And then you have like this bounce light that kind of comes out from the edge to kind of like make out the form stronger. That is a principle in art that transfers across into realism. Like that is a principle of how light operates. But he's managed to like simplify it down into like two very simple looking shapes to give like infinitely more depth out of the skull that he's drawn here. Like you get a couple of like shapes here, like you've got this big one, you've got this one here, and you've got like a little bit of like a darker color here for the one like nostril hole. But like that's all just like broken up by this, deep, heavy line of shadow that kind of cuts through. And that is what defines the shape, not just like covering everything in shadow from like this side over. Because like if he did all that, it would have looked like super flat and super boring. Instead, he uses that as a bounce light, and that makes it look so much cooler. Like that sort of thing is wild to me. And also, just like if we're going to continue talking about color, you've got like variation in like the raven's feathers. So it's not just like a flat, boring image. You've actually got like some variation. You've got some like visual interest on top of like the heavy inking. So no, it's like stuff like that is super cool. Stuff like that is the coolest thing, in my opinion. Honestly, fair and doing something with company in overtime's more entertaining. So I get you. Yeah, no, like that's the thing is like me personally, I'm not a very like strongly motivated individual. But if I'm around people, like having somebody to bounce ideas off of, or at least just like share energy with, keeps things going like infinitely easier for me. Otherwise, I'm just like sitting hunched over, like Quasimodo, working away for like hours and hours and hours, having a terrible time. You ever tried using the Zorn palette? I'm not super familiar with that term, actually. You like studying Marco Cicchetto? I gotta look him up too. You guys are showing me so much stuff. Exploring the Zorn palette. What is this? The Apelles palette is another name for it. Composed of 4 colors that have been used in Swedish portrait painter Anders Zorn. Oh, okay, yeah. This is like a physical art trick where like you take like 4 base colors, well, like 2 colors, and you kind of like extrapolate like a bunch of different colors so that it's all like harmonious. I haven't used like that specifically, but that is like a concept that people use a lot for like how to design palettes. If you want to like learn how to do that sort of thing, this actually seems like a really good place to start. I'm seeing like a lot of really good resources online for that. The brain cell makes energy by perpetual motion. True, that is how I operate. Hence, more people, more energy to do shit, but also too many, it just becomes unbearable. Yeah, like if there's too many people here, it would become like insane. See, that's why I'm not a popular streamer. That's why I'm a niche streamer. If I was too popular, I would be a scatterbrained mess and like probably schizophrenic. As it stands now, like having a handful of people vibing in chat is like keeping me alive. So we've hit like the perfect balance. All right, hold on. I want to look at Marco Cicchetto because I'm blanking on the name. Oh yeah, this is the Marvel guy. This is the guy who was doing like the Daredevil stuff that you were showing me like a couple of weeks ago. I remember this. Yeah, here, hold on. Let me bring that back up on screen so I'm not just like talking into the void. Yeah, no, this guy's stuff is dope. I like the way that he does color. And like especially the way that he does like his posing for Spider-Man. Like that shit's dope. I like the heavy blacks again. Love that part of the Western comic book style where you get like these heavy inks to kind of make forms. That's some of my favorite shit. Number one source of Warframe news, though. Yep, no, we're keeping you up to date. This is all very pertinent Warframe information that you will need to know for June 25th when the next update comes out. You don't know who Spider-Man or Daredevil is. You're going to be very lost. You're going to be very confused. The story's not going to make any sense to you. Spider-Man. Yeah. Spider-Man. We love Spider-Man here. You do a lot of studies of him, but in traditional art, yeah. Like, traditional art is really good for doing stuff like that because you can fill up like a lot of pages and see like a good, clear progression. One of the biggest strengths to doing digital art for me, though, is being able to like manipulate the reference image and like constantly like move things over, like move layers to see like where things line up when I'm trying to like recreate stuff, when I'm trying to do like proportion studies or like line weight studies or stuff like that. You can move the layers across to see like how close you got afterwards, like what I was saying before when you're trying to do like the blind recall studies when you don't have the reference in front of you. You can always just bring it back and look at it. So for me, like digital makes that like infinitely easier. But like honestly, like you can get by just fine doing doing physical media. Like that's literally how they did it for thousands of years. You want to study how Kei Urana does expressions? They look so convincing. Let's see. Let's bring this guy up real quick. Hi Urana. Let me see. No, I don't care about how old this person is. I want to see their art. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, okay. So like I literally just typed in Kei Urana expressions and we have like a bunch of shit already up here. I have no idea who this person is, by the way. Ooh, I really like that. This is like super exaggerated. This one's probably like my favorite though. I like the way that they do the eyes. Hold on. Open that in a new window. We'll get that like nice and close. See how they do like the hatching in the eyes, so they look like extra glassy. I really like that. I think that looks really cool. Yeah, Black has sent me more Warframe news than I ever knew about the entire game ever before in my life. This is absolutely 1,000,000% accurate. Is one a video of a butterfly chasing a bird? God damn, that poor bird. That bird. What did that bird do to deserve that? But yeah, no, like this person's stuff is like super cool. So yeah, no, like my honest advice would just be like Google image search or like grab some like screenshots or whatever of like manga panels that you really dig. Move that sheet over to like whatever you use to draw on. If you're just using like pen and paper, just like grab a screenshot of it on your phone, put the paper over top your phone, and just try and figure out the shapes. That's like the easiest way to start. Like look at these like hyper exaggerated eyelashes too. Those are cool. I'm big on those. I like me my eyelashes. I'm a little biased on that. Give it a few seconds and you also get to see the butterfly chasing the bird. You now watch it. Oh man, we get to live react to whatever it is that Black is watching. Where is this mystical butterfly bird? Watching TikTok because this man yaps more than he plays the game. Also, Blue Sky. Is it on Blue Sky? Oh, did you actually just like share the image? Oh, you did just share the image. Okay. Or the video, rather. Oh, that's super loud. We're muting that. I don't like loud noises. All right, let's see this. This is very important to me. Is that like a little kiwi bird or something? What is that? I like the butterfly though. I want to watch that again. Yeah. No, I like those. I like those butterflies. I don't know what they're called, but they're very pretty. Kiwis are bigger, pretty sure. I have no idea. I've never seen a kiwi in my life. The bird or the fruit. Both are anomalies to me. I have no concept of them. Kind of looks like a quail. I have not seen a quail either. I've seen quail eggs, and they're like pretty tiny. So like maybe that could be true. Pretty sure they come from the same tree. Yeah, yeah, like the birds and the fruit. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I mean, from what I've seen, like images online, like they look pretty similar. Like the outside of a kiwi kind of looks like the outside of a kiwi bird. You know, they're both kind of like brown and like kind of fuzzy. That means they're the same thing, right? Okay. I need to actually like do things. Let's see. We already have this by sell price. What do we need to get rid of? I don't need the Protea stuff because I have Protea already. We did that a couple of weeks ago. So we'll go and put those in. I already forget who else I've already made. I don't need the Mesa Prime systems. I've already built her. I did that like the day Mesa Prime came out. Swear to God, this man never looked past his window in my life. Sorry, I live in Canada. We have moose and polar bears. What more do you want from me? I'll put a sketchbook away for today. Probably bring it out later tonight. I don't know. Yeah, like keep yourself motivated. Like don't burn yourself out with it. That's also like the worst thing. You just like try and push and push and push and push all the time. Like you will just like tire yourself out and make you resent like everything. So pace yourself. Don't rely on like the random sparks of motivation because like that's not super good for you either. But like pace yourself. It's a marathon. Art is a very long-term endeavor. So do it as often as you can, but don't do it to the point that you're going to like kill yourself over it. Cuz that's not going to do good for anybody. Alternatively, maybe sell duplicates. That's kind of what I'm doing. I should probably just like sort by this here because I know like I need some doubles for these. I don't need two of that. Volnus Prime Head, I think I need two of those. I don't need two of those. Everything else is just like one-offs because I've been using like my random leftover relics from the past few years. I mean that's enough for me to get the Godfa Prime. But leave it there for now because I want to go and grab this. Gimme. Gimme. Give it to me. Also, is this just like the gun? I don't need to build it or anything. It's been like a minute since I've bought weapons from Barrow. Usually I just like buy cosmetics. Does he have anything else I want? We're not getting the Prex. We're not getting that. I could get the Viper Wraith. I've been looking at that. Apparently that's like goofy. You can do some fun stuff with that. The Opticore skin looks real pretty. I don't have the Opticore though. I've been it's been sitting in my foundry waiting for like one component that I need, I think from Fortuna. Yeah, I'll be good for now. I do want to grab that, but it's not like a high priority. Let me go back and see. Let me see what this Gotfa is all about. There's the friend request. Whoa. Hello. You are now friend. Okay, let me see. Oh, this is fun. You guys are gonna like this. I saw a YouTube short the other day. This used to be my favorite gun, the Kuva comb. Well, like the comb in general. Got the Kuva version when that came out. I didn't even think about this before, but you can get ammo efficiency up on it. If you don't like super remember, this is like a spool up automatic shotgun. So if you just have like this on, primary crux, you can just shoot this for days. It is the goofiest thing. I love this so much. I wish I had seen this earlier. So this is probably what I'm going to be working on today. Because I think, yeah, reset's already happened. So I've got standing I can do for the hex. So we'll see if we can get this maxed out. Because this is super fun. Like still working on the Bubonico. Bubonico is also really good. That's another fun weapon that I really like. Okay, hold on. I need. Where is it? This is like. Oh God, I'm too blind for this. Got long before clone rot set in, elite Grineer commanders protected the surviving Orokin from rebelling warframes with these formidable rifles. When Gotfa Prime inflicts a status effect, its next shot has a chance to be a super critical hit. Okay, that's fun. I don't know how well this is going to play with my, like, crit boosting Frost, but I do like status weapons. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, here are the actual numbers. When inflicting a status effect, the next shot has a 15% chance to have a critical chance of 300%. Okay, so it just randomly red crits when you status. You asked Jinx for help getting it, and that insane motherfucker bought a 7-day resource boosters. I mean, hey, you need a lot of resources in Warframe, alright? I'm not gonna knock it. Pretty sure you only need like 200 more. I mean, it's fine. You'll find more things for it. Didn't need two 7-day boosters. I mean, that sounds like 14 days of boost to me. That's a lot of resources, my guy. You can get a lot of stuff done. I don't know. I've never bought a resource booster. The only time I get them is like the few times I've ordered like the Prime packs when those come out. Outside of that, though, I haven't really messed around with it. Okay, it's a status weapon. Why do I not have a Vazarin on this? I need a Vazarin doohickey. I'm not gonna do primary acuity. This is another mod that I see content creators using a lot. I've been having a lot of fun with it. It's kind of goofy. Just does like insane headshot damage, but that also means you have to like aim, which I'm bad at. So maybe it's not like the best thing for me, but it's pretty fun. Let's see. We've got multi-shot, we've got status. We want more status. Because doing just puncture is not really gonna cut it. Having damage output reduced is nice for most things. It doesn't really affect frost. We don't do impact, so that's useless. Hold on. We'll throw a catalyst on this. This sounds like a fun gun, so we'll mess around. I guess we'll do... I remember how these work. Yeah, heat corrosive. That's like the bread and butter one. That'll be fine. And then we want... Do we not have... Yeah, I guess we want that. I fit on here with a Naramon. Just do like more base heat. At 93% crit, or status chance. That's not terrible. I need to boost that like a little bit more. I don't know. We need to level it up though, so let's go hop in and do like an ESO. And get a feel for this gun, feel if I want to dump any more resources into it. Oh, you got drop chance and drop amount. Okay, no, never mind. No, Jinx is cooking. Why am I here? Why did I end up in somebody's dojo? Warframe, what is happening? Where are we going? Ah, there we go. Okay, we made it. We just had to make a detour. We had to go pick up our friends. Want to hear something highly concerning you saw today on TikTok? Oh, you bet I do. I love getting secondhand brain rot. That's my favorite thing. Okay, well, these are only level 25 enemies, but this kind of fucks. Wait, vertical ship? I missed that. Oh god. Maybe Warframe's gonna break today. And we had stream elements and sound alerts break yesterday. Today it's gonna be Warframe. Okay, no, I did pick that up. Well, I know people usually mostly get it for the Incarnon because it plays nicely with crit change boost. Ooh. I'll have to go and visit Cavalero after this. Because I think I can preview the Incarnons from him, even if they're not available on like the rotation this week, which I should also check for before I forget. Because I don't think I've selected my Incarnons. Because if the Gutpa ends up being on the rotation this week, I am 100% doing that today. We're just going to juice the hell out of this weapon. If nothing else, just MR fodder? Well, I mean, I do need MR fodder. I'm not rank 30 yet. It's taken me 12 years, and so far I've gotten to, does it say there? No, it says here. Rank 25. I do not like using new weapons a lot of the time. I usually just fall back on the ones that I've been using. I was using the Tigris for like 4 years in a row, and like nothing else. Alright. It was just an image of some Gooner Gamer only fan person with the screen text. How do you make yourself ACC feel good? I have done everything. I'm too old to understand half of this shit. That hamping, corn, touching yourself. Never enough, guys. I'm so stuck. I want to feel good. What the fuck is this? ACC equals actually. Okay, thank you. I think I've seen that somewhere before, and I was just like, I don't understand what you're trying to tell me. ACC is actually. I need to write that down in my old man notebook so I don't forget. But yeah, no, this is maybe the most cursed thing I've read out on stream in a while, so thank you. Written exactly as on screen, also pretty sure. It's an account of a minor. Of course it is. I mean, yeah, like all horny teenagers are going to be horny posting on their social media apps. That's one of the reasons why I don't use those. It's fucking weird. The kids are gonna have their weird Zoomer social media, and I'm gonna be over here with my Boomer social media, like Tumblr and shit. You've been defaulting to Zorus as your melee since you got it back in 2021. I mean, it's a good melee. It's like the easiest thing to get that you can just like run over shit and steal path with, and it's fun. You just have like a chakram that explodes. What's not to love? It's a good ass weapon. I usually lean more towards like the heavy like hammers and axes and stuff because I like seeing big numbers, even though the stances are like pretty bad, honestly. But no, Zorus is good. With every generation, we stray further away from God. True. True and real. Also, fuck you, Tumblr MFs are horny. I mean, yeah, but we were horny on Tumblr. We had like our website for it. I'm saying TikTok is the equivalent of like this generation, right? We invented posting horny on main. All right, that was our thing. We made that. We were born in it. You merely adopted it. All right. Normally TikTok doesn't do that. I don't know. Twitter does. I mean, Twitter does that a lot more now. Everyone kind of migrated over to Twitter when they banned porn on Tumblr. That was honestly more of an incidental thing. Okay, boomer. God. Well, maybe that's why the boomers are so fucked up. 'Cause, like, where did they horny post? Because, like, when they were born, they didn't have, like, the internet, really. Like, they would have been, like, post puberty, like, full ass adults by the time the internet came around. So, like, where did they post their shit? It's like stapled posters to, like, bathroom stalls or some shit. Like, if that's the case, no wonder they got issues. Yeah, see the naked fictional character somewhere. I mean, yeah, no, like that's a core part of the human experience. Magazines. Oh, that's right. They had like Playboy and all that shit. I remember those. Used to go and buy those for the articles. Okay, Gramps. Well, yeah, no, I remember those. My old man had a few of those lying around the house. Now that makes sense. That explains a lot. Sure, you did. Yeah, no, we all bought those for the articles. The articles were actually very thought provoking. Uh, we would get one of those magazines and we'd be very excited to read through them very thoroughly. We needed a lot of alone time after to like really let the ideas incubate. You know, we needed to like marinate in the ideas, the thought provoking literature that they had in those pages or the articles. He says, were those articles on someone's ass? You know, I think they were like usually actually like surprisingly tasteful with like the actual write ups. It's been like 15 years since I've read a Playboy, to be perfectly honest with you. But like I remember they would have like their horny sections where they'd have like the models doing like their poses or whatever. And then they'd have like ads in between those and then they'd have like a few pages of like articles that like random like journalists or whatever would submit for like random shit. Like it was all over the place. But I remember those like being very separate from the rest of the material for the most part. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's just like the few that I got my hands on when I was a kid. But I do remember it being very weird. It was like two magazines like spliced together almost. You had like the porn mag, and then you had like the weird like pseudo Business Insider magazine that was kind of like in the middle of it. It was weird. Or it was provoking something. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. God, this Gara keeps confusing me. I keep thinking like the shaders are breaking or something with just like the weird pillar sticking out of the ground. But it's just like their glass thing. I should play Gara more often. She does look like fun. I remember when she came out, she was like the Warframe that you could like AFK grind with. I remember me and a friend we used to do Gara and Nova. We would have like a speed Nova in. We would do like a defense mission in like Steel Path, do like a couple waves of that, and they would go by instantly. You would cast like the Speed Nova ability, whatever that one is, and then you would just like stack up damage on Gara, and then just like clear the entire map. So you could do like an entire wave of defense in like 20 seconds. It was crazy. That was like the farming strat for like a while. All you've seen is concerning DVDs I'd rather not look at again. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, my old man sat me down and, like, showed me porn when I was 12 on the TV. It wasn't even any of, like, the good premium shit. It was just, like, whatever was playing on, like, Showcase at, like, 10 o'clock in the morning. But he was like, yeah, no, here you go, son, you're old enough. Which honestly probably explains why I am the way that I am now. My future therapist is gonna have a real fun time with that one. You still have that Garanuk build Lamau or something similar to it? Yeah, that was the shit. It was not fun at all, but being able to level up like everything, because you didn't even have to worry about doing like the old leveling strat where you bring in like the gun you want to level and nothing else. You could just bring an entire set of whatever you were forming and just like get that cranked out in like 10 waves. That was so efficient. I wonder if people still do that because it used to be the one defense node, the Grineer tile set. I forget which mission it was now, but it was always like the one. Not Draco, the thing that like replaced Draco. I forget what it is now. So these DVDs against your will because your parents chose to put their porn near your stuff for your horses. That was a poor decision on their part. I feel like they probably could have found a better spot. Yeah, no, here's a radical PSA. Maybe don't show your kids porn. They will figure that shit out on their own. You don't necessarily need to hold their hand for that one. Uh, their hands are going to be preoccupied. Yeah, Hydron on Sedna, that was it. Yeah. Yeah, that was the node. You can grind that for days. Yeah, you can just do the Nuke Mirage. I've been seeing that a lot lately, which was like super weird for me. Because I did not think people actually played Mirage outside of like, like the handful of diehards. But I was seeing that a lot in like Seal Path stuff. Like especially I forget what it's called, but the new like end game stuff. You go through the Nova proto frame in 1999 to do whatever that end game mode is. I see that a lot there. Since Mirage is also great as a gun platform, people seem to choose her over Garo now. Yeah. I mean, I do like my gun platform more frames. So I can definitely appreciate that, but I don't know. There's something to be said about having like the caster playstyle. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, Archimedia. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I don't know. I've done it like twice and was like, this is kind of stressful. I need to be like sitting at my desk for an entire half hour because it's just like one mission after another, which is like cool. I'm glad they have that, but also it's like it feels like raiding in World of Warcraft a little bit, where you're like, okay, yeah, no, you need to just like go and put aside this amount of time to go and do your weekly. Except it's with randos, so it's like even worse than WoW raiding because you don't know who the fuck you're gonna get. You could just be like trolling with like a random Mastery 2 Excalibur. It's just kind of up to like the heart of the cards kind of deal. It'd be kind of rough. Your father tried so hard to ban all porn sites in your browser, Lamau. Joke's on him. He looked at the weird stuff he couldn't ban because he didn't know about it. There we go. See, that's how we actually develop fetishes. Is finding workarounds. Are we level 30 yet? I think we're level 30 on this. Yeah, we're good. All right. We can leave. Yeah, what's the normal stuff? Well, here's a new kink for you to go watch this now. Exactly. Exactly. Because, like, if you get, like, an obscure enough kink, your parents aren't going to have any idea what it is you're looking at. They're not even going to think about it. Odds are nowadays they're just going to see, like, a weird name and think it's, like, an anime or something. Like, some weird internet trend. Like, they're not even going to engage with that shit. Why am I still in this random person's dojo? Yes, it's time for me to leave. I should never have been here. Oh my. Okay, hold on. I need to go to my foundry and pick up my Forma. Oh yeah, I was building the Vesper too. We can get that started. Hold on. Vesper. That was a gun that I completely forgot to build when that came out. Okay, what was I saying I wanted to do? We want to go see Cavallero. Hold on, let me check this first. Show me the circuit. Do we have Gatva? We do not have Gatva this week. Sad. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. Yeah, I've got most of these already. We have the Strun. We have the Leighton. We don't have the Furus. I don't really use the Furus, though. Yeah, it's just for, like, the single-handed Furus, so, like, I don't really use that. I use the Ak Furus a bunch, but that's about it. Bow and Karnan, I don't have any of the bows built. I was building the Furax Wraith, so maybe I'll grab those at some point, but right now that doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna worry about it. Do I get to preview what the Godfa does? because I would like to see. Even if we're not able to build it this week, I do kind of want to see what people are freaking out about. Here, show me. No, eh? You have the kunai. Quit messing around with that later. Current market, is that here? Borg, Amakor, Anku, Gorgon, Angstrom, Dara, Sestra, Okina, Paris, Sicarus. No. No, 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 no. Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, we can't see that right now. That's fine. We'll have to keep that in mind for next week. I'll have to remember to check. What was I doing? I was gonna go and do some 1999 stuff because I need standing so that I can get more. What's it called? Primary crux. The that one ammo efficiency. Arcane. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, this is cool so far. I don't hate it. We're gonna switch back to the Koopa Comb though, because this thing is goofy. This thing is a lot of fun. Ba, 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 ba. Let's see. Actually, no. If we go into Halavania, we can actually go and do bounties. I think that's the play. Get way more standing for that. All right. What do we got? Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, we can do a tech route survival. Actually, wait, hold on. I didn't even see what the what like the calendar missions were for this week. And now it's not going to show me. And now all that's broken. Okay, I guess we're just doing the mission. You like some company? You're down to play? All right. I'll send you an invite. Communication. Friends. Invito. There you go. Oh, why is it so far away? Oh, okay. Can I not be stunned, please? I would like to not be stunned. I need to not be stunned so that I can cast my don't die button. You just had something in your TikTok, that For You page that you definitely need to share with the class. Oh no. What is it this time? What did we find? You'll see when it's done loading. Oh no. I'm worried. You have me a concern. Ooh. And to get like a fire rate mod on this, I think. We can go even faster. I feel like they nerfed the fire rate of this. Alright, so I'm Blue Sky. Alright, we'll go and take a look after the mission here. See what horrors you've decided to provide for us. Oh, where did they go? Went to shoot something, and then everything disappeared. I'm assuming that means somebody's doing work. Uh, I like how tanky the spores are on these things. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of this so I can go with the rest of the group a little bit. Also putting you in the box now. Oh, where are we going this time? Bother your mother? Oh, that's fun. Well, best of luck to you. Oh, I see an arcane icon. Gimme, gimme. Where is this? Oh, this is like way on the other side of the map. God, what are we fighting over here? I stumbled into like the main character over here. I probably don't even need this arcane. But I'm chasing it now, so I kind of want it. I've committed too much. I needed to get it. The icon was calling to me. Oh, we're at like 37%. It's fine. We're fine. Oh, that sounds like an angry scrubber. Oh, now everybody's dead. That's CC or did the AI break? There we go. Alright. Scrubber zombie dead. Let's bounce. Give me that. Oh, and that is another one here. Hell yeah. I will take those dubious pizzas. Thank you very much. Love sending your friends the cursed shit you find on the internet, because if I have to see it, so does everyone else. Yeah, thank you for sharing the psychic damage. Okay, we'll all tank it together. Whatever cursed nonsense you happen to be sending our way. Hey, 3,000 endo. I will take some extra endo, because I've been using that quite a lot lately. Well, no, what you showed before, isn't it cursed exactly? Alright, well, hold on. We need to go and see what it is you shared on Blue Sky here. Uh, this is just like a ripped dude throwing it back. You just sent your friend a screenshot of the weird horny TikTok. That's fun. Share it. Like, it's not really even. Oh god, why does it unmute when I full screen? I hate that. I hate that so much. Here, this is literally all it is. We just have like a rip dude dancing around a bunch in like a kilt. The music is important. The music gives me cancer, actually, so I can't listen to it. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, that was very interesting. You suck. You're the one sharing random TikTok dances. Uh, that's cool and all, Nora. Can I see the cred offerings? Was there not like a thing there? How do I? There used to be a button down here. I remember there used to be a button. Why is the button gone? Am I just stupid? Gotta be an orbiter to see cred offerings or in the back room? Oh, interesting. Okay, I did not know that. That is strange. Oh yeah, and sure enough, there it is. Thank you. I wouldn't have figured that out. I would have been like staring at that for an hour. Instagram post, quote, my extreme weirdest kink is being wanted. My tamest is knife play. Oh man, that's a mood. And I remember how much of a thing knife play was growing up on the internet. It was like weirdly everywhere. Like it was like the thing that all like the freaky Tumblr girls were into when I was young. Oh, hold on. We have a guest. I will be right back. On that note, it's Friday the 13th. You should have said that before I went to go answer the door. I could have died. I could have been murdered and I never would have known the irony. Unfortunate. You did say that, you just didn't read it? Oh, sorry, I left too quickly. It was just the neighbors. It was kind of funny. They asked if they could do their front yard today. They could like cut the lawn, even though the neighbor on the other side of us was out there already cutting his lawn. I was like, yeah, no, dude, you live your life. I literally do not care. Also, this is like no cred. This is like nothing. I don't even know why I'm here. Whee. Actually, hold on. I can just go fast travel. I can make life so much easier for myself. Oh my god. Actually, hold on. How much of this do I actually need to do? They keep changing this, and this keeps hurting my brain. Letty, let me give you these random knickknacks I found. Oh, there you go. One more. Okay. So yeah, we need to do at least one more mission. I think it's when they gave you the 150 creds as well as 10 after finishing the first 30 levels of Nightwave. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, like that used to be like the main way of getting like potatoes when Nightwave first came out. I kind of miss that. Also, I mean, I guess that doesn't like super matter to me because like I don't use a ton of potatoes anymore, and I've got like kind of a stockpile. But it would be nice, like especially for like newer players, because you go through a lot of reactors and catalysts when you're first starting out. Also, just so you know, you almost got a wonderful picture of your Chaos Cat this Christmas suit in his Christmas suit in your DMs, but Instagram said no, so no cat for you. Oh, well, that's fine. I check Instagram maybe like once a week anyway. Instagram is like a B tier social media. You say because your old ass doesn't know how to use it. I mean, I don't want to learn multiple social medias. That's insane. I'm one guy. I can use like one and it's fine. Like, how many do you need? Like, if I could, I would go back to like MySpace or some shit. I would just do that. Player failed attempt at posting a reel. Oh yeah, yeah. No, I managed to like sync the Twitch stuff with Instagram and YouTube, which apparently is a bad thing. You don't want to do it that way. Because as soon as I did that, I started getting like a bunch of YouTube shorts about how like stupid and ugly I am for doing stuff like that. You're supposed to like download the video and then upload it separately because like other social media sites like see that it's directly from Twitch and they like deprioritize it. I don't know. I don't know how this shit works. Also, yeah, no, my tagging is atrocious. I'm aware. Actually, no, that's a lie. My tagging is not atrocious. My tagging is non-existent. I don't know how to do tags. I need like somebody's dissertation explaining to me how to do tags because my brain just is like, what do you mean? What do you mean I need to put things on this? I don't understand. Is that like a green thing that I can take? No, that's just a box. I don't like that they made the lockers the same color as like the pickup items in 1999. It's very confusing to my old man brain. At this point, bro really does need a social media manager. I just need like fuck, at this point I will just take like a Zoomer YouTube video explaining how tags work. I am literally an old man. I have never used tags in my life. The closest thing I've gotten is like passive aggressive notes in Tumblr when I was like a teenager. And even then I'm pretty sure I was using those not how they were intended. Oh, everyone's leaving. I should leave. The party has ended. I should see myself out. Hi, Intercy. How are you today? Not even the big red circles can save that. Hey, you don't know that. I'm sure if you draw big enough and bright enough red circles, I can figure out how social media tagging works. I don't think I'm that much of a lost cause. I got like 500 standing left. You can do like one of these easy ones. Using social media is overrated. Bunch of toxic children playing and pretending there's something they're not or something. Yeah. The only reason I want to use it is for like discoverability for the stream. Everything else is like kind of secondary. I don't really give a shit that much. Like y'all have seen my blue sky at this point. It's literally just me sharing like random food pictures and like occasional cat pictures and then also my art that we do on stream together. That's like basically it. Oh, it's this mission. Okay. I've done this once. Oh no, what you playing? I'm playing Warframe because I'm feeling lazy today. And also I broke like a bunch of stuff at the start of stream. So I decided I would quit while I was ahead and have like a nice lazy day. But even then we've ended up talking about art for like most of the stream anyway. You need to read, understand, and use statistics. Also know how to know the tags so you can. So can you really? I mean, hey, I've taken a statistics class before. I know how like numbers work. Kind of. Allegedly. Anyway. I realize that it's not the most intelligent way I could have said that. But no, like I can figure that stuff out. Like I need like a foundationary knowledge base before I can really like do anything with that because like it's not that I like don't know what I should do. I don't know what I don't know when it comes to tags and stuff. Like I have no concept of what I actually should be doing or like what other people are doing. Like I have no idea. It is a complete blind spot for me. Will you be playing Warframe? Yeah, we'll probably be playing Warframe for a little bit today. There's like 3 ambulances outside my house. Be safe. What the fuck? Yeah, maybe go check on that. You go make sure everyone's okay. I think I might have put the wrong loadout on this secondary. This is supposed to like chew through this overguard. It is not doing that. Well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah. Story of my life. That's how it usually goes. But yeah, how is everyone else doing? I'm finally starting to level out from my caffeine high. Also, I didn't even realize I had muted the desktop audio. That's my bad. Now, in case y'all needed more sensory overload, I did not, in fact, just have Warframe really quiet. I had the entire desktop muted. Oh. Looks like my cats are waking up from their nap. That was a really weird spot for a focus pickup. It was like up in the ceiling. Where is he? Oh, he's up here. There are so many numbers I cannot see. I have no idea what's happening, but the health bar is going down. You're right, somehow got sick, but you're suffering through it, otherwise you're good. Warframe is a fun game. I do like it. It's goofy. Nice and low brain requirements. You know? It's like how I used to play, like, Diablo. Everyone's going. Okay, I guess we're staying then. But yeah, no, like, this game puts me in, like, the same mental state as, like, playing through, like, Diablo 2 back in the day. Where you just kind of, like, put your brain on autopilot for a bit. That was no blow. Sure, fun. So much fun. Can't reach anyone on the phone. That's frustrating. Phone is here, your father won't answer. That's wonderful. Did you go outside and see what's going on with the ambulances? Because, like, 3 of them's kind of a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I hope everyone's okay.
You are choosing to rub our faces in your disgusting mutations. I will teach you shame.
There's a lot of apartment buildings here. It's not your business. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I guess that's just my old man showing a little bit. As soon as anything like that happens here, like, half of us are, like, out the door, craning our necks around to see what's going on. God, that was the most annoying ragdoll I think I've ever seen. And up it goes again. Okay, well, that's fine.
Enough of this. Ready? A screamer. Black sun, blood mood, oceans of pain are here for you.
God, I have no concept of what's going on in this mission. This is very silly to me. We just have, like, silly random music people. And it's, like, fun, I guess. Nope, those are the Necrosis minions. Those are not enemies for me to shoot. My blind ass cannot tell the difference. Oh, your father finally answered? They're both together? Okay, good. Okay. Well, at least everyone we care about is okay. I hope whoever is going into those ambulances ends up alright, too. Because that's a little spooky. But I'm glad your folks are fine.
We could dip into our back catalog.
Yeah, no, you think with all of that going on that there would be at least a little bit more communication, but I guess nobody ever really knows what's going on. Communication is tough. Yeah, no, I can understand the frustrations there, absolutely. Yeah, doing something outside the normal schedule and then having something like a bunch of ambulances just randomly show up. Not good for the old anxiety. That is for 100% sure. Oh, from Jinx, Salvania's oppressor does not enjoy it when a person publicly displays their musical talent and send in armed commandos after them. Okay, so we're just protecting a loud protest then. Okay, I can vibe with that. And now you're unreasonable for being upset. Yeah, God forbid you show concern for your family members. Still, though, at least everyone's okay. That is the main thing. You can brush off most of the other shit there. Main point is nobody's dead. And most days, that's about as good as you can hope for. You know, they both trip down some stairs right now. Ah, oh my. Well, I hope they don't. I wonder how long we're staying in this mission for. I'm just kind of going with the flow with whatever these guys are doing. I've already done like 3 waves. We only need to do 1 for the bounty. But we're kind of just chilling in here. I'm assuming there's like a drop table for this defense. I'm assuming that's why people are grinding here. I don't actually know, though. This just could be one of those weird, like, pure pressure situations where, like, one person wants to keep going, so the rest of us are like, oh, okay, well, whatever.
Let's flare. What real vocals sound like? Release the screamer. For purity!
Yeah, I like Screamo as much as the next guy, but that thing needs to go. Why is this thing so tanky? Oh my god. Even taking damage? Oh, I see damage numbers, that means I can shoot that thing. We need like an old man mode. For when there's like warframes like Necros or whatever. Like anything that like makes enemies untargetable or does like the summons or whatever. Just so that I like know what I can and can't shoot at. Like sometimes the old man eyes don't really quite catch up. Oh. Okay, so apparently by do the front yard, the neighbors meant cut down the tree in the front yard. My roommate's just come back from the store. She's like, why is the tree gone? I didn't realize that's what they were up to. Okay. Well, I need to go and bounce for a second and go take a look to see what's going on there, because it sounds like there's a bit of a kerfuffle going on outside. I will be right back, I guess. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, that's the wrong layer. I want that one. Like that. There we go. I'm back, and now I'm very confused. So, update on the neighbors. So, the one who came up and asked me if it was okay to do his lawn was literally just gonna go cut his lawn. The neighbor that was already out there mowing his lawn was apparently getting things ready so that he could have people come in to take down the tree that was in his yard. Why he decided to do that, I have no idea. And now they've decided to just leave the entire tree carcass in our driveway. So now my roommate had to go and like find parking on the street. Oof, yeah. Yeah, no, that was an interesting one. The first neighbor who rang my doorbell a little while ago felt so bad. He was still out there. I was like, "Hey, are you guys okay? Like, I can come help you with if you need anything." It's like, "Oh no! I'm not upset with you. You're fine. You're just mowing your lawn. Like, you're chill, my guy. I'm more upset with the dude who decided to like disassemble his tree and then just like leave it in our front driveway for some reason, even though he has his own driveway." Anyway, so that was fun. Let's see. So I'm trying to remember where I was here. I had already done the dailies, so I have like the currency here. I should be able to go and grab this. Yeah, yeah, our primary crux. This is what I wanted to grab. Grab that. And then, yeah, we just go exit and go back and upgrade our stuff. And then we will have achieved something in this video game. Arsenal, upgrade, canes, upgrade. There we go. All that for 1% ammo efficiency and an extra 5% possibility to do a status. I feel very satisfied. I feel incredibly fulfilled in ways I cannot adequately describe with human language. Oh, okay. What do I want to do? I've got a little bit of time here. Because I do need to dip a little early today. Even though I started late, so I do apologize for that. Was there anything that I want to like level up or anything? I just want like a little bit of I've got like a little bit of time. I don't want to get involved in anything like super crazy. Let's see. Oh, I could level some of these. I do have some more frames left. No, I will use this one. We got 8 million loadouts, and I swear I had a plan for most of them. Let's see. Do I have any primaries to level up? Nope. Get rid of that. I should have some secondaries, though. I did build a bunch of them the other day. Oh, that's right. I was in the middle of upgrading this, so I think I need to put another Forma. You have a loadout called Helmet of Food. That's a mood. See, I was trying to be like angsty. Oh, yeah, no, there we go. Jinx calls me out. Yeah, I had like most of them like inspired off of like tarot cards for my loadouts, and then like some of them just kind of like branched out. So they're like half of them are like tarot cards, half of them are like tarot card inspired. Because apparently I'm that kind of bitch. Uh, bu- 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 I guess I can just throw on like another V polarity. Hold on. Technically more efficient if I do that one. We'll do that.
If it's useful, do it.
You just have fashion ones you use for displays, and I haven't really displayed any of mine. I've got like Excalibur Umbra in my orbiter in the display in like the lounge room or whatever you want to call it. And that's basically it. I haven't really messed around with anything else. Okay, got those. Let's see. Do another round of Sanctuary. Oh my god, okay. I'm awake. I'm awake, I'm here. Hello. Mostly fashion frame is your endgame stuff, well, so I customize them a lot. Yeah. I mean, I spend a lot of time doing that. I've got like a lot of cosmetic stuff in this game. So it's kind of fun. I want to get into like the Captura screenshot stuff.
This is a stress test. Destroy all
Because that also looks like fun.
In this chaos, the true nature of these creatures will be revealed.
Did you play Nissan Sylvia again? Ah. Tempting. I don't remember what half of this Warframe's abilities do. Oh, these are the weird line things. Okay. I saw these in a mission a while ago. I have no idea what they do. Hello there! Also, this alerts are limited to 1 per minute by sound alerts. What? That is not the way that it was before. I think sound alerts must have reset again. I imagine they had to, like, reboot some shit after yesterday. After we were having all those issues. Which we still don't have, like, the alerts actually showing in chat, which is a little concerning. So maybe things are still a little borked. The cooldown and play limit are different. We did not go over this. I told you I changed it, and I even tested it live on stream, and it was fine. So they do show in chat? Well, they don't show on my chat. Yes, we did. We went over it. I don't think we did. Free sounds are limited for spam protection. Ah. But what if I wanted the spam, though? Also, I swear I got rid of that. Maybe it's just because, like, I'm, like, the streamer or something.
Emotional damage!
Oh, there we go. Emotional damage shows up. That's there. Hey, look, it's fixed. It's easy. I didn't even have to do anything. It's like magic. You can't change the 1-minute timer. That's lame. I mean, I guess that's, like, probably for the best. I'll pay to watch it. Alright, alright. Literally went over this before, and yet here you are. I still don't remember this conversation. I remember going through and changing it. And I do remember, like, testing it out on stream, and I was happy with whatever I did with it. But clearly something has been reverted back, because we're complaining about it now. And you're still waiting on your song? No. Now that we're arguing, I'm gonna make you wait. Yeah, be patient with me. I'm old, okay? Free sounds are limited. Yes, you keep saying that free sounds are limited. I don't know where it says that free sounds are limited, but I do see that you are saying free sounds are limited. You changed paid sounds. Okay. Is there a separate option for free sounds? Because none of the sounds are paid. All of the sounds are free sounds. Did he just say no? Because, like, I'm confused. I don't know what's happening.
I have opened a new data conduit. Proceed immediately.
It's hard limited by sound alerts themselves. Okay, so there's nothing that I can do about it.
Hurry, Hunter. The conduit is closing fast.
To be clear. There is nothing I can do to change this. This made you lose brain cells, a lot of them? Yes. Okay, good.
Hunter,
I'm glad we're in the same boat.
will go on without.
That's what you said. Okay, so there's nothing I can do. So why are we arguing? It sounds like we're both yelling at each other because there's nothing I can do. That's what it sounds like what's happening right now. I will go have a stroke? Okay, I'll go have a stroke too, okay? I also do need to go and help out my roommate, so I do actually need to go. You're dumb, that's why? I mean, yeah, but we've established this. You've been here for like 4 weeks. This is not a new thing for you. You can go cry about it? I will go cry about it. Thank you very much. Here, I'll even give you this. You can we'll go and play you out with your song to make you feel better, okay? Womp womp. Oh, God. No, I will cry very loudly, but I will do it off stream so you can listen to the music, okay? I know it was a shorter stream. I'm sorry for dipping out. Fridays are kind of hectic. Music. There we go. See, it's all better. Anyway, everyone that's still sticking around, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. All that's jazz. I will be back in on Monday. Again, Monday, Tuesdays, dedicated art streams, so we're going to get that Subnautica fan art done. I promise. Hopefully it doesn't go past next week. I won't promise about that, but I will promise that we work on it. Okay? Thank you for stream. Thank you for sticking around. I appreciate you all coming out, even if we give each other headaches. Okay? Shame when you first start streams? Yeah, don't worry. I did see your request in the suggestion box for a 24-hour stream. I will think about it. Dishonor upon you? Yeah, don't worry. I'll go and commit Sudoku. Okay? Everyone happy? Everyone's good? Here, I'll play this. I'll play your song once more. Okay? I'll actually play you out this time. All right? Have a good one. Take care. Don't do anything stupid, okay? Bye-bye.